going, my truant people? Dr. Slacking, the Slacking Doctor, back on Pokemon Showdown, as you can see, with a Little Cup team, as you can see, because today is the first day of the ABC off-season. It is a Little Cup off-season, and we're taking on, it's the Battle of the Christmas Kids, we're taking on my Christmas Kids team. Hey guys, so I'm just going to cut myself off very quickly. I apologise for the background noise and the, wrong way, this way, the dips and stuff you can see in the background. I wasn't planning on recording anything right now. Basically, I've got to just cut myself off, and the washing machine's going, so you can hear, because there's some problems with the video footage here. For the first part of this video, the video seems to be freezing. You guys, as I'm talking and introducing the battle with Dean, for some reason, everything's freezing. It does get better. Please stick with it. By the time the actual battle begins, all the footage will be back to normal, I believe. As far as I can see, it's just the first part of the video where the video is shaky. I don't know why that is. I apologize. Anyway, I'll shut up now. This battle is a great battle, so please do bear with it. It is well worth it. The Fox, who hopefully there's a message from. He wants to know if we can do Little Cup or Custom. So I've just said OSC should be fine. There we go. That's the team, I believe. I'm hoping I haven't made any mistakes. So yeah, today is the Battle of the Christmas Kids. We're taking on the Fox, my Christmas Kid teammates, along with Eevee Master, both of whom I believe are in my division in the off-season. Not 100% sure on that. Eevee might be in a different division, but I think he's in my division. I'm not sure. But we're going to quickly drop this in the... He's beating me to it. He's already there. In the Discord, I was going to say, but he's already beaten me to it. So, I need to get focused, because I'm going to be honest, I've been like just frantically rushing around to get ready in time for this. I wasn't going to be ready. My girlfriend was on the computer. I had to kick her off very quickly. She was in charge of nicknames, since it was a Little Cup off-season. I said she could do our nicknames. So if you're wondering why these things are nicknamed what they're nicknamed, it's because I let her do that. But I actually deleted the document with all the nicknames on. Couldn't remember them. So she had to come up with new nicknames for all of these Pokemon in like 30 seconds before I started recording this video. I had to kick her off the computer. I had to get her happy with everything that was going on. So it was just frantic. But anyway, I should wish my man the Fox good luck. There we go. Okay, we've got a slight problem in that my showdown doesn't seem to be working. Oh, there we go. Sort of ish. This is not working terribly well. I hope the recording is working. I hope this isn't getting messed up too. So here we go. Right. Looking at his team, what was I fearing? That he hasn't brought the Bronzor, so that's okay. He hasn't brought the Rowlet, so he has no hazard removal. So, oh, he has Rapid Spin on the Squirtle. I completely forgot the Squirtle gets Rapid Spin when I was prepping. That's dumb. So yeah, he does have some hazard removal. Scarf Volt Switch could be a thing from the Electrike. Otherwise, Parting Shot could be possible from the Pancham as a lead. Rocks from the Lickitung could be a potential lead. Any of those, I could try and set up like my T-Spikes with Marini. Alright, I'm cutting myself off again. Obviously, I was wrong. Just watched more of the footage, and it seems like the whole video is freezing on my face cam. I know there were problems with Showdown and Chrome at this period of time, which is now in future videos why you'll notice we're using 2D sprites on Showdown. I'm not really sure what to do with this video. You may never even see this little bit that I'm recording right now. But what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to try and put this out with the freezy face cam. As long as the battle is captured, then I'll be happy. As long as we get most of the battle for you guys, then I'll be happy. But let me know if you guys, if this ever happens again for whatever reason in the future, would you rather I put out a video with the face cam freezing as long as the battle is still very visible, or would you rather I just re-recorded some post-com? I've never done post-com, so that's why I'm not doing it right now. But please let me know in the comment section. Would you rather I just post-com this, or is it cool as long as you can see the battle? Is the face cam kind of a minor? Yeah, that's it really. Let me know. I guess not the Volt Switch, actually. The Volt Switch would not be great. What does he think I lead here? He maybe thinks I lead Elitig or Zazu, trying to U-turn or switch. In which case, he wouldn't be so bad leading with the Electrike. I think I want to go Mop. Let's go Mop. Okay, so the Electrike does come out. He's probably... Let's see if he wants to... I think he could go Ghastly very safely on the Volt Switch. EQ would do nothing. So... let's run some quick calcs with Pineco. So Mop, because this thing I believe gets Flamethrower. I know Manectric gets like Overheat and Flamethrower and stuff. So assuming this thing isn't super bulky, Gyro Ball would only do about 20%. If he goes into his Ghastly, Gyro Ball would do about 70%. Do I want to just try and get Rocks up? I think I just want to try and get Rocks up. I have Sturdy, so if he goes for the... let's see if it gets Flamethrower. Let's see. How can I... what am I trying to do here? What am I trying to do, Showdown? Help me out, help me out. Add Pokemon. There we go. Let's see. Electrike. I'm fairly sure this thing gets, it gets Fire Fang, it gets Flamethrower, it gets Flame Burst, and Hidden Power Fire. So he probably has Fire coverage, he probably does. In which case, Little Squidgy could be a safe switch. How much would he do on a Volt Switch to Little Squidgy? He would do... if he was... man, come on, Showdown, you need to work with me here. Okay, if he was a 252 special attack, which you probably can't even do in Little Cup because it's ridiculous. Modest, where's Modest? There's Modest. Modest Electrike with Volt Switch. He would do 75%. That'd be a lot. I think Rocks are important, so I think I want to go Rocks. I do really want to EQ, but let's think about what I do if he Fire Fangs me / Flamethrowers me. I die next turn for sure. He'll take me down to my Sturdy, then I'll die next turn. I'll bring in... I don't really want to bring anything in against this. This is kind of my... no, I think I'm going to EQ. Let's see what happens. I think EQ is more valuable than Rocks, right? Yeah, at this point of the game. Okay, yes, we definitely the right play. Definitely the right play. I'm happy with that. That's a major threat taken out. I would have loved to have got Rocks up, of course. We're never going to get Rocks up at this point. But it doesn't matter too much. We'll click EQ again, because if for some bizarre reason he tries to set up or something, I think he's going to Flame Charge. He's saying he didn't even realize it got Earthquake, so he's caught off guard there. I don't know if you guys can see the chat yet. I have a new layout coming soon, hopefully for Showdown Battles. Maybe going to be implemented later today, in fact. I'm battling. You guys will see in this Little Cup off-season today, wearing this hat, wearing my Slowpoke t-shirt. I'm going to be wearing this in the next battle too, because I'm about to battle Kenneth this evening, and I might have had our new Showdown layout up by then. I thought he would Flame Charge. So, this thing now is pretty fast. It hits pretty hard, and it does get Wild Charge. So, I'm expecting it to have Wild Charge. Do I still outspeed with my Scarf Zazu? Because if I do, that could be fun. That could be real fun. Has he revealed an item? He was hurt by Morokian, which was really nice. Lost some HP, so he's Life Orb. That's good to know. So, if we quickly look up Ponyta, that's what this thing's called. Ponyta, base speed 9. Oh, Ponyta's fast as hell, boy. You didn't need to Flame Charge. You did not need to flame charge, my friend. Okay, so we know that he's more than likely a life orb. He might even be adamant, honestly. He might even be adamant because of the flame charge boosting his speed. He might be adamant with what's the word I'm looking for? Wild charge. With wild charge into Little Squidgy does about 66%. Does about 66%. We can take that. That's max roll 66%. What would I want to do against that? I could just recover. I could honestly just click recover. He's going to take about 20% recoil plus life orb. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And then we switch out and get our regen back anyway. He's going to do a chunk. Just going to do a huge chunk. But, I mean, if he just switches out, then it's fine. It's really fine. I'd rather recover. Like, it would be nice to go for knockoff here, expecting him to switch out. But, okay, he has the high horsepower. So he doesn't take recoil damage because it's not wild charge. I forgot this thing got high horsepower. Interesting. So we could go into Zazu safely here. But I want to scout, so I'm going to go for recover again. I'm going to go for recover again. With Regenerator, like, we're not taking much from this, so I want to see if he has the wild charge, and I want to force him to use it if he has it. Here, he's got to be thinking, right, he could go into his flying type. Do I go for the wild charge if I have it on deck? Or do I just keep spamming high horsepower? Either way, he's taking some life orb damage. We get all of our health back from Regenerator anyway. So we'll scout here. We'll scout. If I'm trying to think, Zazu still hits the Pancham really hard. What do I fear on his team at this point? Elitig and Scrafty should deal with the Squirtle. The Lickitung could be a problem, but I could probably Dragon Dance on it. Okay, that did a lot. So he's gonna expect the switch, but it's still my best play. If he wild charges, then we know he has the wild charge. Okay, he doesn't have the, or he hasn't revealed it there. So we are Scarf. This thing's fast as hell though, so we probably don't outspeed. We probably do not outspeed at all. But I'm gonna go for the pluck here. I don't think there's any need to do anything else. I mean, how much would knockoff do? I'm expecting to be taken down into defeatist range, so that's what I'm thinking here. Is that I want to make sure I do a decent chunk at least, even after I get taken into defeatist. So I believe defeatist like halves my stats, right? We'd be expecting pluck to do around 71% max roll, 57 min roll. So I'm expecting to do 30 to 35 even in defeatist range. If he has the wild charge, he will just Oko me if he has the wild charge. But he'll take big recoil from that, so that is what it is. Knockoff would do a max roll of 23% once I'm in defeatist range. I think I need to go for the pluck, don't I? I think I need to go for the pluck. Okay, he has the wild charge on deck. That Okos me. That's really okay, though. That's really okay, though. I think we just go into... How much would he even do to my Scrafty? Or Scraggy, sorry. Into my Scraggy. Into Teeth. How much would he do into Teeth? He could do, like... what have we seen so far? High horsepower, flame charge, wild charge. So he probably has Flare Blitz as his last move. Oh, Flare Blitz would probably Oko. I mean, it has a 6% chance to Oko Scraggy, and then if he's Scarf, well, I wouldn't outspeed anyway, actually, after the Dragon Dance, so it's really no use. I can't set up. Yeah, I really have to go Little Squidgy. Probably going to take huge damage here, but I'm going to click recover. I'm going to click knockoff because I want to get this thing gone. I want this thing gone, really. So, what else am I trying to wall with this? No, I'm gonna go further knockoff. That does a lot, but the knockoff guarantees the KO there. So, we made sure he couldn't switch and bring that thing back in and try and set up with it again, which was important. So that's a major threat taken out. He's in a better position than me for sure here. For sure. He still has his 2 major walls intact in Squirtle and Lickitung. I don't overly fear either of them too much, but it's just annoying that they're both there intact. I'm obviously going to click knock off again. I assume he's going to have Psychic here. Interesting that he brings this out readily. I would love to know what item this thing is, because if it's Scarf, it's a real problem. But if it's not Scarf, it's much less of a problem. I mean, how much would a Dazzling Gleam do to me from a Ghastly into Lil Squidgy into Marini? His Dazzling Gleam wouldn't do enough to KO me, so he can't click Dazzling Gleam here. But he could easily click Thunderbolt. Actually, it's not just Psychic. He could click Thunderbolt. I'm assuming this thing gets Psychic, because I'm pretty sure Gengar does. I think we can use Psychic Gengar. He'll probably click Thunderbolt. So, how would Elekid switch into a Thunderbolt? It would take a Thunderbolt pretty nicely. It doesn't really appreciate a Sludge Bomb, but we do OHKO it in return, and he doesn't have good switch-ins to Elekid. So, let's go Elekid. Okay, there's the Shadow Ball. We live that. Now, we'll find out if this thing's Scarf here, which is really, really important. Really, really important information to gather. If it is Scarf, okay. Well, he chooses not to reveal whether it's Scarf. So that took literally nothing. Lickitung, which suggests to me that it's not Scarf, which is almost annoying because I'd quite like to get it locked in before Teeth has to do anything. So with a Psychic, I'd be expecting to do between 17 to 21% with the set that Showdown puts for Lickitung. I did 17, so it's honestly, actually, it's probably bulkier than this set is suggesting. It's probably something like Calm instead of Impish. Calm, is that right? No, probably not Calm. Sorry, what drops your special attack? What am I doing? Calm, spare. There we go. Careful, careful. That's what I mean. I mean careful. So Cross Chop could do 60% max roll. That's really, really not enough. So I think we just Volt Switch. It gives us initiative. Marini could potentially knock off this thing, which would be huge. Okay, that did 22%. So yeah, that's about what we're looking at. If he's that would be 2 really low rolls. Jeez, he must have no defense investment, I think. Not that it makes too much difference on the calcs. Little Cup is so weird. Let's go back into Little Squidgy. I don't know what this thing can do to me. Not a lot is the answer. I think he's probably going to go into Ghastly. Worst case scenario, I get to take this thing's Eviolite off it. Best case scenario, I get to OHKO Ghastly here on the Switch. Because I think he thinks I'll recover. It would make a lot of sense for me to recover. But I really want to play aggressive because Pancham I think I deal with. Okay, so we don't get the Ghastly, which is a shame. It's a shame we don't get the Ghastly. But let's see what this thing can do to Scraggy now. This thing could do max roll 52% to Scraggy, from what we're seeing. From what we're seeing. Is now the time to go for it with Scraggy? I think it is. I don't think I'm going to get a better opportunity to go for it. I don't think I'm going to get a better opportunity. So we see the bamboo come out. That's the Pancham. I kind of wish I just fired off something. I expected him to stay in. So now we're at +1. Drain Punch does about 56% of this thing. It really doesn't do enough. He can Drain Punch me pretty safely. So I think my best thing is to... I could have managed that better for sure. I could have managed that better for sure. But yeah, I should have just got some damage. But my most powerful move here is Drain Punch. Is that more valuable than knocking off if this thing potentially has a Scarf? Would I even outspeed it if it has a Scarf? Not if it's max speed Scarf variant. So that wouldn't be that useful. So I think I just want to Drain Punch. Get massive damage. Not massive damage at all, but some damage. I think that still does more than Z knockoff. Yeah, it does more than Z knockoff, so, you know. Okay, it's Scarf. That's a huge problem. This wins now, I think. I think this just wins. I don't think I can beat Scarf Pancham. Ah, man, I didn't think about if this thing was Scarfed. That didn't even enter my mind until too late. Yeah, I don't live one with Litleo. I don't live one with Litleo at all, and there's no way that Elekid... Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. Because this thing's probably, what, 15 speed... So it's probably 22, 22 and a half speed. I can't outspeed it with anything. I have no priority. Yeah, I lose. GG, man. GG. I can't even Oko this thing. That sucks. That really sucks. I managed that so badly. Scarf Pancham just sitting in the back. I needed to preserve Marini better. We live and we learn, guys. We live and we learn. That's how it goes sometimes. Nothing I can do there. It's frustrating, but... it is what it is. So, I really need to preserve Marini. Looking back at this, I really need to preserve Marini and... what else could I have done better in the end game when he had Scarf Pancham? I don't think I could have done much else. Other than if I had gone into... yeah, what I should have done is on the Lickitung, I should have gone into the... Litleo, which I think without his Eviolite would still have threatened him out. Sorry guys, if you're new here and you don't know what I'm doing right now, sometimes after battles, especially losses, I like to go over the plays, the misplays, because I'm very new to competitive Pokemon. I'm still learning. I know some of my viewers are as well, so it's just, I feel like it's a positive for all of us. If I try and think about what happened, like how I could improve next time, keep moving forward, basically, you know? Always want to keep learning, don't you? So that's very much the way I see it anyway. So, you know, on the Litleo, without his Eviolite, yeah, I wouldn't have threatened him out still. Alright guys, so it seems like the footage was just screwing with me. I've managed to fix most of it, and for the most part now it all seems to be pretty reliable throughout the battle. But the question still stands, even though the footage managed to stabilize and get itself together. The question still stands for future reference. If I ever have episodes of anything, particularly battles, showdown battles, because I tend to check my my main LP footage before I do anything else with it, so I could re-record if I had to. But with battles, which obviously I can't recreate very easily, for future reference, if it's just the face cam that has trouble, would you rather post cam? Would you rather just a freezy face cam? I still want to know the answer because it's just good to know what you guys want. But yeah, I'm sorry that I've interrupted this video 3 times now, essentially for no real reason, but that's life. I still wouldn't quite have done enough to immediately... I would have been 1% short on a max roll of forcing him into the Pancham while I subbed. And even then, Pancham would have come out. It would have outsped me the first turn, broke my sub. I would have got a big hit off in it. It would have outsped me the second turn. And probably KO'd me. I wouldn't have been able to Oko it. Nothing else could beat it anyway. So I'm fairly confident that the end game, my big mistake was not preserving my 2 walls. Marini and Pineco were very important here. Archon as well. Scarf Archon would have beaten Pancham. I'm sure would have Oko'd it with a pluck, more than likely. That's fine. I'll take these things. We'll move forward into the other battle later today against my man Kenneth. A lot of you guys already know Kenneth on the channel. He's been twice. I think he's, other than Nico and the one guy, he's the only other person that we've battled twice on the channel, and now the Phosphox we've battled twice as well. So I'm super excited to go up against him for the 3rd time. He will be bringing both his Vulpix's Alolan and Kanto forms, which is very, very exciting. I already have a kind of rough plan in my head. I have about 3 hours to prep, so I'm about to go build, and I'll be back in 3 hours to record that. I will see you guys with that battle whenever I decide to upload it after this one. I haven't yet put a schedule out for the Little Cup battles, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, GG to my man, the Phosphox. He managed that super well, as he always does. This is why he's an excellent battler. But hopefully I can get him next time. Thank you so much for loafing around with me, guys, and I will catch you all next time too.